It's your boy Hype bringing you another Destiny video on the Animal Instincts Gaming channel. This is the weekly Nightfall, week 11. The Sepix Prime, Devil's Lair, many different names, but all in the same. And this time around, this week, just like last week, the damage of choice is Arc Burn. And right here, I'm just showing you some of the modifiers. They got the melee attack, so make sure you keep a little bit of distance. Don't go getting knifed. And yeah, I would have had this up a little bit sooner, but I had that update and it was over a gig. Took a little bit to get it done, but got that done, got the Nightfall done. And as usual, you know, this is solo, and I always try to do these solos without dying. That way, you know, you can see it can be done with any character. You know, I'm not using the self-resurrection. I do come close to dying a couple of times in this, but I don't. So right there in the beginning, you know, you just hop on your Sparrow and just cruise through all that. You don't have to fight none of that unless you want to. And then right here, I kind of just stay in this doorway, take out these first 3 enemies, and then slowly advance through. Just being cautious, keeping cover, and taking out the rest of the enemies. As far as that update, I see my specials right there, my nade and my melee attack, they're lit up blue. And you know, I know there was a few other things that they did. I don't really know all the details, but there's plenty of posts up on the internet about them. I think some of it was in preparation for the expansion pack, which I can't wait for that, man, because as you know, we're just recycling everything. So once you get to right here, enough with that. Once you get to right here, you want to take out these snipers first. And you don't want to get too close, because then the other enemies down below, they can hit you. So once you take those snipers out, then you can start to focus on the other enemies. You got a wizard down here, a couple acolytes, and a knight. And my weapons of choice, I was using the same weapons as last time around, but if you didn't catch that, I'm using the Fatebringer, the Epitaph, whatever the hell, 2 blah something, freaking sniper rifle that does arc. And my heavy, I just have my the truth, which is void, but I just have that for certain moments. If you wanted to use like a heavy machine gun that does solar damage or something, because a lot of these enemies, especially these the hell are they called? Freaking skanks. Yeah, the skanks, dirty skanks. They have solar damage, so you can use something to knock that solar shield off. And even the wizards, they have the solar damage as well, so you can take that solar damage down, that shield down with the solar, then switch to a weapon that does arc and take them out a little bit faster. So right here, after you deploy your ghost, you just come to this little hill, and there are the main things you gotta be cautious of right there is the snipers at this hill. Snipers and grenades from the damn dreg. Those grenades, they'll take you down pretty much instantly, man, especially if it's like a direct hit. So you want to be very cautious of that. And these captains, they can be a pain in the ass, because you snipe them, they teleport, they try and run out of the way and heal up. So once you get them wounded and down a good bit, you're going to have to hunt them down. Just make sure, you know, everything else is clear, that you're not going to get hit from anything to the right. And I'm just showing the full first wave here of how I play it out, so you can, you know, see basically what goes on. And then for the second and third wave, I'm just going to speed it up, because it's basically just the same thing. I'm just not really going past that container in the middle. You want to stay back as far as possible. And then here, you know, once you know you have all the enemies down and you're pretty safe, you got to go out. Usually there's a couple drag that hide, and then after you kill them, the skanks are going to spawn in. So as soon as you kill them, you want to head right back to that hill, because there's a good bit of them. They take some good amount of damage to kill, and also they deal out a good amount of damage. So just run like a little bitch, head back down to this hill, and kill them all from a distance, take them out. And these things, they were even different than what I remember. I don't know if maybe that was part of the update, maybe they changed, you know, some of how the enemies respond or react or whatever. Because they usually, you know, they all stay right there from what I remember, and you can just take them all out. But these actually, they start kind of coming at me a little bit. Some of them are going back and forth, left to right side of the map. But either way, you can also use this little corner right here behind this container from the train as a good spot. You can get back there, go up towards the front, and there's a little opening where you can see some of the enemies, and you can get pretty good clean shots on them without them really hitting you. And if you are getting hit, you can back up and take cover. So all I'm doing is just taking them out, and as you can see, it's kind of a pain in the ass because they're going back and forth, and I foul trying to land on top of this thing. Almost fouled again. But yeah, if you just use this strategy, just stay back on this half of the map and utilize that hill. Each round in the beginning, when they first spawn in, make sure you take those snipers out first. You really shouldn't have no problems. I think the third wave is when the what do you call it, come in, the damn, not the fallen, the frickin', whatever, man, I'm drawing a blank here. The hive, yeah, that's it, the hive come in, and you don't want to get meleeed by them, so you want to make sure at the beginning of every wave you're back head glitching this hill. And this guy, one of these invisible snipers up here to the left, he was hiding back. I could only see a little part of his arm, and he usually pops out a little bit more than that, but I don't know. So I had to use synthesis, so make sure you got plenty of special synthesis for your sniper rifle. And that's basically it. So I'm just speeding it up here. You're going to see, you know, just using the same strategy. You want to stay back because even this is where some of those invisible samurai guys, they'll spawn in. If they melee you, they catch you off guard while you're ADSing down the sight, sniping something else, it's game over. So basically want to just stay back, and that's why I'm trying to right there hit that drag with the nades from a distance so I don't have to go out there. It's one thing if you want to leave an enemy alive and go out and get some ammo or whatever. It's not that difficult to do. Here, one of these spots coming up where the hive come out and the wizard, I let them kick the shit out of each other, man. I stay back a little bit and let the wizards beat up on the captains and let the captains beat up on the wizards and whatnot, right here. And it actually worked out pretty good, so you can try that out if you want. You know, it'll save on ammo. You see that wizard right there, it's done. They took out, you know, they took his whole shield down and everything for me. But right there, you just want to be very cautious. There's a couple thrall that were glitched out in the door. They wouldn't come out until I came to a certain point. So make sure you're aware of that. Don't think it's clear and just run out. And even when you kill the last guy, I forget what his name is, but the last guy that clears the wave, just because he's dead, some of the other enemies may not be dead. So after you kill him, just be cautious when you move forward. Make sure you know, everything's clear. Right there, you kill him, you get some more skanks coming out, and then once you clear these skanks out, I didn't even have to kill them all. Some of those invisible guys right there, I came pretty close to going down. Some of them ended up spawning out, so that's why I was back in this spot. If I was down there going after them, then I could have ended up getting knifed in the back or whatever the case may be, and like I said earlier, it would have been game over. This took me probably about a half hour to do from start to finish, and majority of that was because of this. You know, it's you got to be patient. You get over aggressive, then you know that's when you make mistakes. And it also probably would have went a little bit quicker if I did use something with solar damage. So keep that in mind if you're doing this. Maybe not use all the exact weapons that I had. And I actually did get this done my first time around without dying, even though I did have to do it over again because somewhere, like probably right about this part of the map, my recorder, it just stopped working. And I didn't want to have to mix in two videos together or whatever, so I just restarted the whole thing because I knew it wouldn't be that big of a deal to get back to this point. So right there, where you just seen I cleared that room out, that's pretty easy. And then right here, this is where I like to go to fight the walker. You come right down the middle of the map behind this hill, and then you just head glitch this hill. Main thing you want to take out are these enemies to the left, and usually there's a sniper, which I forgot about him in the beginning, up to your top right, but you'll see coming up in a little bit where I do, I take him out. And then all you're going to do is just head glitch this hill. You'll be able to hear when the walker's shooting at you. The only thing you really got to worry about is when he's shooting that freaking laser blast at you, whatever the hell it's called. And this is it. You just want to shoot, you know, work on his legs. Watch out for those nades from the dregs because they will kill you. Sometimes that can be really annoying because they just keep chucking them things. So once you take out one of his legs, don't shoot that leg no more. I'm sure most of you probably know this by now, but some people are new to the game or whatever. You know, make sure you just focus on one leg at a time once that leg is damaged. See, right here is where I'm going to go get that damn sniper that was that I had mentioned earlier. So yeah, you just take out one of his legs, and even though it has that little light in the center, like the kneecap area, you don't need to hit that spot. As long as you're hitting anywhere on that leg, you know, it's going to deliver the same, you know, a high amount of damage. So you'll see, once you get to a certain point, you know, it's kind of hard in the middle or the back legs to hit that kneecap. So you'll see I start shooting, you know, at the little, right here, just a little bit that I can see at the top, and you see right there I'm hitting for over 5 grand, so it's the same amount of damage as if I were hitting him in the kneecap. And I think I need to take down, I didn't land too many shots into his neck after his leg went down, so I think I ended up needing to take out 4 of his legs, and he was done. There's nades, just watching out for them, and that's it, man. There's a lot of different ways people tend to fight this walker, and you know, whatever way you're most comfortable with. If you get through it without dying, then that's fine. This is just the way that I've found works best for me. Pretty comfortable with it. The walker himself, he doesn't even land a shot on me. And then right here, coming up, after I take him out, I'm going to speed this up because all you want to do is you still don't push over this hill. Just clear out all the enemies before you proceed, and you shouldn't have a problem. And then we're going to be on our way to Sepix Prime, which, you know, usually I take him out pretty easily. This time around was a little bit different. Like I said, I don't know if it had anything to do with the update and the way the enemies react and respond. I mean, I was still pretty safe and comfortable and confident that I was going to make it through, but it just took a little bit longer than usual because of some of the other enemies. But you'll see right here how I like to approach this. I come in, clear out all these enemies on the left, and then go to the left into this doorway and down these steps here, and then I'll go to the right side and clear out the enemies under there. But right under here is where I like to fight Sepix, and it's mainly because, you know, you don't have to deal with too many of the other enemies, at least not on a consistent basis. You know, they do hit you, but the main thing is you have a lot of cover down there, and you can always retreat back into that room by the steps there, and no enemies come down behind you. So you never have to worry about your back. You know, all you have to worry about is what's in front of you, and you have plenty of cover to take it out. So I missed an enemy right here, and he tosses a nade at me. He probably could have knifed me and I would have died, and well, I would have had to use the self-resurrection, but it would have sucked because I don't try to do that. So just make sure you're cautious when you're clearing out all those enemies. And right down here, now that Sepix is ready to fight, you'll see that I can get pretty good clean shots on him without him really getting clean shots on me. Now he does teleport, and most of the time he'll kind of stay in that middle area if that's where you're at, usually. This time around, towards the later part, he started flip-flopping all over the damn place. But you'll see, you know, you can back up, go up those steps, and you can get shots safely to him wherever he goes. And, you know, the main thing you got to be cautious of is there is a ship that will drop down a bunch of enemies in the middle right down there where you're at, and some of them will rush you. But if you just back up to the steps, peek behind the wall, come back out, shoot them, take them down. After they're cleared out, focus back on Sepics, you shouldn't have any issues. And that's basically it. I'm going to speed it up here because this is basically the whole process. You will get to see, you know, where those enemies come down and how I play it out. See how I back up right there to that door? A couple of times I do come very, very close to dying, but, you know, that's just the name of the game, man. Some of those enemies do high damage. Some of their freaking bullets, they follow you. So here we go. There's some enemies they dropped in. And you see there, I'm just trying to shoot them and see how some of them pushed forward. All you gotta do is just back up, clear them out. Don't worry about Sepics when you're doing that. Just worry about all the enemies that are down there. Kill them, then it's back on the Sepics. So, that's about it for me, man. This should get you through, no problem. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. I'm just gonna let the rest of this video ride out. You can see what I got at the end. Wasn't nothing really special this time around, but got 2 more characters to do it with, so, you know, all hope is not lost. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, man, and thanks for all the support and everything on these videos as of lately. And I'm going to try and start uploading a lot more. Thinking about heading out today and going picking up Far Cry. That game, I don't know if it's anything like that commercial, man. Looks like it's going to be a great game. So, like I said, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe. Leave a like. And animals, it's your boy Hype. We out.